Okay, I'm going to show you how to go about making a whale, and this is again real similar to the dolphin, except we're not going to do the nose area the same, but the tail area is going to be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drawstring cast on all 15 pegs, and I will put the 12 peg pattern written on my blog, and this is the 15 peg half gauge CinDwood Loom, and I'm using Bernat blanket yarn in the gray. And so what I've done is I've done a drawstring cast on, and I'm doing this circularly. Now what I'm going to do next is start splitting this loom in half, and naturally you will have one peg odd. So what I want to do is go in an E-wrap all the way around to here, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to E-wrap 11 around to here. I'm going to count that, make sure it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Okay. You're going to toss those loops over. And we're going to do a heel area right off the top. And the reason we're doing this is going to be head. This is going to be that lift and then that curve down and back that the whale shape has. So now that we've done 11, which is over here, let's see, yeah, right here, and then we count 4 back over here. This is our halfway over here, and we're going to be going back and forth between these to create that heel area. So go ahead, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to wrap and turn, and then E-wrap 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Toss your loops over. Except for your wrap and turn. Leave it. Now you're going to wrap and turn the next peg, and then you're going to E-wrap all the way over until just before the last wrap and turn, which is right there. So we're going to toss those bottom loops over. And don't toss that wrap and turn over there. Then you're going to wrap and turn and E-wrap just before the last wrap and turn on the other side, which is right there. So go ahead and toss the loops over. Make sure not to toss those last 2 wrap and turns at the end. Wrap and turn and E-wrap just before the last one. Toss your bottom loops over. making sure not to toss that wrap and turn. Then wrap and turn. Just before the last wrap and turn, as you can see. Making sure not to toss that last one over. So there's 3 over here. We're going to do one more to get 3 over here, and instead of just going the 3 back, we're going to go 4, starting to add back in our wrap and turns. So wrap 4 and toss both loops over on that first wrap and turn on the other side, but don't toss your last wrap and turn. Now we're going to go back the direction we came, adding in the next wrap and turn, and then we're going to go back the way we came and toss over the next wrap and turn, and then go back the way you came and toss over the next wrap and turn. And then go back the way you came, toss over the next wrap and turn, we're going to go back the direction we came and toss over that last wrap and turn. Okay, then we're going to complete the row by going all the way back to the starting point on the other side. Okay, at this point we will have just created a lift and a back section, and now what we want to do is create our body. And what we want to do is we want to E-wrap circularly for a total of 12 rows. So at this point you're just going to go around and E-wrap for 12 rows circularly, and then we will go from there about decreasing the tail to bring it down to a point, and then I'll show how to add the fin. So go ahead and pause the video and complete your 12 rows of E-wrap, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we've done our 12 rows and we're ready to start doing our tail, and instead of a flip down I want it to flip up, the tail to flip up. So what I want to do is find my halfway mark back here, and a lot of times you can put your finger right there and it's a single peg, which is your halfway. So what we're going to do is we're going to E-wrap all the way over to that single peg. Okay, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to do 7 over to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At this point, this is going to be your new starting point, so what we want to do is move just that one over. Now we're going to E-wrap all the way around. And this evens us back up. What you want to do is toss all your loops over. And toss both loops around that decrease. Okay. At this point, you're going to start decreasing by 2 every row until you're down to 4 pegs. So you're going to decrease by 1 on each side, like this. And then you're going to E-wrap the row. And this is 1 row. And for each row, you're going to decrease by 1 on each end until you're down to 4 pegs. So you'll want to go ahead and pause the video and complete the decrease until you are down to 4 pegs with loops on them. And then from there, we'll go about showing you how to do the tail fins. Okay, we have finished and are down to 4 pegs with loops, and I'm just going to E-wrap a single row before I get started on the tail fin. So what I want to do is E-wrap 3, increase by 3, so E-wrap 3 over, and then what I want to do is E-wrap all the way back and toss the loops over, increase by 3, then E-wrap. And toss all the loops over. And this is your first row. First row of 10. And we're going to do one more row of 10. Toss all the loops over. And then you're going to increase by 1, E-wrap all the way over, and then increase by 1, E-wrap all the way over, and then toss that bottom loop over on that increase. Okay, and then E-wrap, and this will be your first row of 12. Okay. This is your second row of 12. And your third row of 12. Okay, and then you're going to decrease by 1 on this side. E-wrap. Decrease by this side, E-wrap, and you're now back down to 10. I'm going to E-wrap 2 rows like this. So this is our first row. And this is our second row. At this point we're fixing to bring our original loops back on. And that's going to be these right back here. So you're going to shove that back up in here. Okay. And then you're going to find your end loops, which is going to be in here, and you're going to place it on And you're going to do that all the way over. And you're just going to continue to follow that line all the way over. And if you want to make this easier on you, you can go to the other end and kind of meet up in the middle, bringing those cast on loops back. There. Okay, at this point we're going to start casting off over here. Oops, that was a little extra. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to E-wrap, toss both loops over, and wrap again. And we're going to move over to the next peg, and we're going to toss both loops over. We're going to wrap. Then we're going to take that and we're going to put it on the next peg. Toss both loops over and wrap it. Move to the next. Toss both loops over, wrap, move to the next peg, toss both loops over, wrap, and snip the end and pull through. Okay. This is basically what you should have. And what you're going to do is you're going to drawstring this to a point where it's smooth, it's flat, and you're going to sew that, which means your tail is going to sew up through the middle, and sew that way and sew that way. That's your mouth area. And then at that point you're going to stuff as full as you can, and then you're going to sew up the tail area starting with the tail fin, sew up through there, come back down and sew through there. If you need an example, go ahead and go to my dolphin video to see how to sew up the tail, but that is how you sew that up. And next I'm going to show you how to do a shorter fin than the dolphin, And instead of it being 5 like I did for the dolphin, it's only going to be 4. So you're going to E-wrap cast on 4 pegs, and then you're going to do 3 rows of 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and now you're going to E-wrap 3 for 2 rows. So there's 3, that's 1 row. There's 2. Okay, then we're going to E-wrap 2 pegs for 2 rows. There's 1. And there's 2. And then we're going to E-wrap 3 pegs for 2 rows. And there's 1. And there's 2. And then you're going to E-wrap 4 pegs for 3 rows. So there's 1, 2, 3. At this point, you're going to bring your original cast on loops back. Make sure that your working yarn is forward. So there's your first one right there. Put that back on. Put that one back on. And hold on. That one. It'll be cooperative. And the last one. Okay. Now at this point you're going to wrap the peg, toss both loops over, wrap it again, then take that loop, put it on the next peg, toss both loops over, wrap, toss, toss both loops over, wrap, toss, toss both loops over, wrap, toss, snip end, pull through. And this makes a really small fin, and mostly what you'll need to do is sew up that, and you're going to need to make 2 of those. And when you're done with that, what you'll want to do is you'll want to follow the corner of the mouth, which you'll see will be right there, and you'll want to sew it on that line right there, and you'll sew it just behind the mouth area. So you'll sew that just behind the mouth area, and you're going to follow that line on both sides of where the corner of the mouth is, which is right there. So you're going to follow that and then sew it right behind the mouth. And then at that point you're going to want to put the eye, you're going to hot glue the eyes in here in this area, and after you do that, you're done. That's how you go about making a whale.